Hi there, this is Dave DeBoe, and welcome to this week's episode of Canadian Profits TV. And I missed last week because I was in the middle of two Smart Start weekend events. I did one in Edmonton and then just this last weekend, another one in Vancouver. And those weekend events were definitely a lot of fun, a lot of work, met some great people, and it brought to mind two important things. The first thing is the power of this media, which is video. So even though I come at you with these kind of not super high production quality videos, it's amazing the connection you can have with people just by communicating with them on a regular basis via video, like I am doing with you. So the reason this comes to mind is because, especially at the Vancouver event, there were three different people, at least at these events, that I've never personally met before. However, we definitely had a connection due to the fact that they've seen these videos week after week, month after month, for basically the last 5 years that I've been doing it. And by doing video, it really helps to create that connection so that people get to know, like, and trust you. So talking with people is one gentleman, the connection he had was when I did a video recently from when I was down in Mexico. He knew that area of Mexico and could actually recognize where I was filming from, and that created that connection, and he just, whatever, that sparked a real interest in him to meet me. Another gentleman was talking about that he's seen the videos and been on different webinars and things like this, and this Smart Start weekend was kind of the first opportunity he had to come out to a live event and meet me face to face, and that was great. That was a lot of fun as well. So those kind of comments just remind me of the power of video. So if you're thinking about some way to keep in contact with people, whether it's by blogs or what have you, again, I think video is just a great way to do it. So the second thing that really was brought to the forefront is just the power of taking some action. Even a little bit of action goes a long way just to get the ball rolling. So one of the big things that I wanted the participants to come away with was just a little taste of what the possibilities are when you start trying to create your own deals. And we got some amazing results. So check out these kind of student testimonial videos about the kind of results they got from the weekend. Take a look at this. We got Adam Boss from, where are you from, Adam? Vernon, British Columbia. So tell us a little bit about your experience at the weekend and the kind of stuff you've actually gotten done here.
Well, I've always suffered from analysis paralysis, so Dave's helped me kick me in the butt. So he forced us to send out emails to try and find motivated home sellers, and sent out about 10 emails, and we got 3 responses.
That's pretty good. 3 responses out of 10 emails isn't too bad.
Yeah, it's very surprising.
And that was a small market too. You were focusing on your local area, correct?
Yeah, just Vernon and Lumbee, and just kind of surrounding areas.
Were you surprised at the responses that you're getting?
I am very surprised.
Very good. Are you going to keep doing it when you get home?
I'm definitely going to keep doing it.
Excellent. We've got Jay here with us. So Jay, we've taken a lot of action over the last couple of days.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about what happened when you started marketing for motivated sellers?
Well, we walked through the process with you of creating our phone calls, our phone lines, our emails, so forth, and you pushed us to send them out immediately, which we did. We sent about 8 or 9 of them out and received 3 email responses and 1 phone call response.
That's a pretty good response rate.
Yes, it is.
Were you surprised at that?
Very, very surprised, actually, and I've already emailed 2 of them back who want us to talk further.
Fantastic. So if somebody's watching this and they're wondering whether coming out to the Smart Start weekend makes sense or not, what would you tell them?
100%. Get you kicked in the butt and doing your stuff instead of just thinking about it and talking about it.
Very good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, that's some pretty cool stuff, if I do say so myself. I mean, and that was just one of the at least a dozen different strategies that I was teaching folks about how to attract deals to them. We also talked about how to attract investors to them, and that's the whole focus of my Raising Capital Massive Implementation Boot Camps. Speaking of which, I'm going to be going down, knock on wood, towards the middle of February to lovely Florida, where I've been invited to speak at our good friend Ted Thomas's tax liens and tax deeds event there, where I'm going to be talking about raising capital and showing his students how they can do the same, no matter whether they're in Canada or in the United States or wherever they're from. So really looking forward to that. Excited to get away from Canada in the middle of February as well. Now, speaking of taking action and learning new things, I've got something very cool happening tomorrow, actually. It's on Thursday. We're holding a web class with my good friend and RRSP mortgage expert, Paul Blackyer. And I'm going to read the title of it because it's one of my long titles. So it's How to Attract $1 million or More in RRSP Money for Your Real Estate Deals and Have Excited Investors Calling You Weekly, Eager to Invest with You. Cool thing is, this is a different presentation. I mean, you might have seen presentations I've done with Paul in the past about RRSP mortgages and all that kind of stuff. This one's going to be quite different because we're actually going to really focus on a case study of one of our star students who's taken this information and just really run with it. So this is a case study example of how somebody just like you has actually raised just about $1 million in RRSP funds for his real estate deals and how you can do the same. So if you're interested in that, click on the button below or go to CanadianProfitsWebinar.com. All right, well, that wraps it up for this week's episode of Canadian Profits TV. Hope you're having a great week, and I will tune in and talk to you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.